Do you guys like memes? Well, I love them. And this weekend I got some weird inspiration to find the original meme. Or at least the oldest meme I can think of. Bliss. Or better known as the Windows XP desktop background. At work, we got a new hire and she sits next to me. She's really cool, and she made Bliss, or the photo from Windows XP, her desktop background. I was floored because of how happy it made me. I'm pretty sure every person around my age and older remembers this photo. So I immediately made some Photoshop modifications so I could fit in with the rest of my backgrounds. That aesthetic though. And boom, I had the perfect background now too. But I wonder what the background of Bliss actually is. Oh my god, this Wikipedia article is intense. Oh my gosh, a documentary?
North of San Francisco.
North of San Francisco? I live in San Francisco. Guys, I have a question for you. Do you remember way back when, in like original computers, there was this background, this green and blue, it was like a green hill and a blue sky?
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember that. On the old computer, it was like on
yeah.
like Dell computers.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea where that is? Did you like hear about where it's from?
I heard it was somewhere in like a different country.
Yeah, that's right. A lot of people heard that this image was from Ireland.
Yeah, I was just about to say Ireland.
Right.
Sound like Ireland.
That photo was so famous it got toured around the world, and people from all different countries were seeing it and saying, oh my god, they brought it to Ireland, it must be from Ireland. Or they brought it to Spain, it must be from Spain. So would you guys believe me if I told you it was up in Sonoma County? Like,
Sonoma County.
It's like 50 minutes from here. But then I clicked something really exciting. So here's the plan. We are gonna find this photo, aka the original meme. There's actually something about this image. It reminds me of my dad. Whether he is or not, I swear on the Bible, my dad knows more about computers than any of your dads or moms. At least I was certain of this when I was growing up. Every year, my brother and I would take these amazing photos, OG 10 out of 10 family memes for my dad, where we would sit in his work computer clothes and play with all of his tech. My dad was actually the coolest. This photo, though, is something so strange, because it has brought computers to life. It's almost like this hill is where it all began. I learned how to use Windows XP as my first operating system, and my dad was the one standing over my shoulder showing me. He taught me how to play games, how to search, and how to explore. By the way, my dad will destroy you in Call of Duty, in case that was something you cared about, but moving on. Growing up on the internet, I have never felt limited in information. And actually, that may be the driving reason I dropped out of school, but that's for another time. The internet is my home, and if sometimes we call desktop backgrounds your home screen, this photo is literally my home. It's all of our homes. So this is where things started. And no, by the way, we made it. Actually, funny story, it's super sketchy. The entire thing is on the side of a highway, and then once you get there, you have to slide through a barbed wire fence, down this steep hill, through the mud, avoiding the cops. Once you get past all that, bliss. Jami and I have really been prioritizing our mental health lately. There was a pretty serious incident the other week that changed my life. I'm not really ready to talk about it yet, but Jami and I take things very seriously now. This was our excuse to have fun, literally for no reason, just to go out and have fun, like kids. Plus we got to bring our BFF photographer friends with us, and we all felt like kids again. Like I said, bliss. All right, let's make some streetwear. I did it. Now let's make a top. So here's what I got. It's a few days later now, and well, some things have changed. I'm currently wearing the hoodie that I thought I wanted to release. You see the hand-done Bliss, which first off, I'm totally obsessed with and keeping, but the thing is, it wasn't enough. If I'm gonna do Ken's 10, I wanted it to be really something really great. I wanted these hoodies to provide value. And this is cool, and I filmed a scene trying to film a line to make the hill across the back, and that didn't work and it looked tacky, and I was just like, this is not what I want. How can I make this what I want? So here's the solution. I've got myself here an embroidery machine, and I've been working with this pretty much for the last 2 days to figure out the perfect way to do this. I realized I was just trying to add more things to make it more whatever, but for some reason the simplicity of just Bliss made it so nice. And then the things I haven't talked about. Every Ken's 10 hoodie is gonna come with a custom tag. Oh, hold up. I never explained Ken's 10. I realize I have multiple videos waiting to be posted for other things to happen and I never got to explain it. Okay, let me explain it. Ken's 10 is something really different that I've always wanted to try. I've always wanted to try doing clothes, and I've always wanted to try and do merch, but merch was never what I wanted. I wanted to do really creative things, and I wanted to be able to really touch those creative things. So I created Ken's 10. So think about the way you subscribe to a YouTube channel. When you click subscribe, you watch that person's videos. Sometimes you go watch their Twitch streams. You follow them on Twitter, Instagram. You subscribe to their content. Now, think of Ken's 10 as a physical representation of content. Think of Ken's 10 as just like another one of my videos, but you can pay for it and you can physically hold the thing that I made. So I created Ken's 10 to basically once a week, twice a week, every other week, once a month, once a year, never, always, I can create something, create a video, and then on my website, kens10.com, I'm going to, 3 days after the video is posted, I'm gonna say that many times throughout this, I'm going to release 10 of this item, and only 10, because I will always be able to make 10. Now, we might do 10 in certain batches and do like 3 rounds of 10, but 10 for now. So we can talk more about this, and we'll talk more about it on Twitch, and we'll talk more about it on other places, on Instagram, but just for now, know that is what I'm talking about. That is Ken's 10. I'd love for you to be involved, and there will be more to come as we go along. So back to Ken. The reason I want a ledger is because I want these hoodies to also have a story, not just with what happened, but with you guys, the viewers. So every time I make one of these hoodies and I put in the ledger, I will sign my name on the first line. And then if you're one of the lucky 10 people who's able to buy one, you will put your name on the second line. And then if you decide after 2 months that you don't want to wear it anymore and you think someone else would, then you can either give it, sell it, I don't care, to that person, and then they can put their name on the third line. Also, I'm just gonna add this in here. There will be a pre-order of the shoes, the Converse, and if 10 people commit to buying them, I'll do Converse too. All right, let's get making. No turning back. I can't believe that's real. It's gonna be so gross, but I'm gonna put it on. There's a lot of glue on the inside still. It actually happened. Wow, I went from concept not very long ago to idea to planning to actual execution. This just feels so good. I made something. All right, so here's how this is gonna go. The date of the drop will be in the description. It will be 3 days from now. And then another cool thing I plan to do is, hopefully I'll have it set up for the first week, but definitely by the second week when we're actually making these, I'm gonna be live streaming that entire process. So if you're one of the people that was able to get one, you're gonna be able to watch me make your hoodie. You're gonna be able to comment while I'm literally sitting here making your hoodie. One more thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dedicate a couple, and so the Ikers are gonna get one. We're gonna keep one here for ourselves, probably like hang it up or something. I just wanna keep like a nice, I don't know, you see this up here behind me? feel like there's something cool I could do with just everything that we make for this Ken's 10 thing.